The Secret Agent was the last film nominated for Best Picture that I needed to watch, and it was alright. It follows a man on the run from the law as a university professor tries to escape becoming another political assassination or disappearance by the Brazilian military dictatorship. Playing our protagonist is Wagner Moura, who cultured people will recognise as the voice of death in Puss in Boots' The Last Wish. But this time he's the one tangling with danger, as one part of an institutional game of cat and mouse. First off, I feel it's important to say that The Secret Agent isn't the cheeriest of watches, but is a culturally significant one. It's set in 1977 Brazil, and although it's been 40 years since the end of the dictatorship, it's obviously culturally significant to readdress and highlight the atrocities of the past. The Spanish philosopher George Santayana famously said, "Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it." Considering the volatile nature of today's news, it makes sense to remember that sentiment now more than ever, you know. Anyways, The Secret Agent. From the title and trailer, I've got to say I was expecting it to be more of a classic 70s spy film but set in Brazil. Instead, I was surprised when it came out as more of a deconstruction of the genre instead. Like an orange, it peels back the layers and dissects each of them throughout the film. In particular, the beginning of the film really encapsulates the tone going forward. Our main man, Armando, pulls up to a petrol station on the outskirts of the carnival to find a dead body beneath a thin layer of cardboard. After finding out that the man was carrying a weapon and intended to rob the petrol station, the police shortly arrive and immediately turn a blind eye to the clearly evident body, going to interrogate Armando and his car instead. That level of negligence and everyday evil is what courses through the veins of The Secret Agent and keeps us on our toes as we get to know the main characters. Although Wagner Moura delivers a pretty great performance, the film is really bolstered by a consistent quality of performances in the supporting cast. In particular, I really got invested in the character of Senor Alexandra, played by Carlos Francisco. He's not in the film lots, but for me he acts as the emotional heart of the story as he tries to help Armando reunite with his son all through the story. I'm certain that the film's political context goes much deeper than I'm aware and means much more to a Brazilian audience, but for me a lot of that detail went over my head. Perhaps it needed to unpack its themes and ideas a touch better for a wider international audience, or maybe I just need to read up more on Brazilian history. Probably the latter. I do feel that Western audiences might struggle with this film, not just contextually, but pacing-wise, as it is quite a slow burn across its 2-hour 40-minute runtime. But you do go on this rather epic journey. Certain people are talking about Marty Supreme as an American epic in this award season, as it uses the character of Marty to discuss the toxic nature of an insatiably ambitious mindset that's linked to the idea of American values. While The Secret Agent seems to be a different kind of self-reflection, looking at the Brazilian experience. Now, I don't think I'm well researched or qualified enough to speak too much on this, but it feels to me like The Secret Agent shines a light on the perseverance of Brazil and its people. To quote Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show, "The only thing more powerful than hate is love." Anyways, I enjoyed The Secret Agent despite its long runtime, and sometimes quite dry runtime, and would give it a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching, I've been Never Hold Back, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!